You get the raise, the one you'd been negotiating for 2 years. You tell your partner, you tell your friends. You feel it for about a week. Then Tuesday comes back. The commute is the same. The inbox is the same. You are somehow exactly the person you were before. In 2010, 2 economists asked this exact question to almost 500,000 Americans. The number they landed on became one of the most repeated statistics in modern psychology: $75,000. Below that number, more money bought more happiness. Above it, nothing. The needle just stopped moving. The paper went everywhere. People quoted it at dinner parties for over a decade. But almost nobody who repeated that number knew what these researchers had really measured. His name was Daniel Kahneman, a psychologist who had already won a Nobel Prize for showing that humans are terrible at predicting what makes them happy. Working with economist Angus Deaton, he analyzed surveys of 450,000 people, tracking 2 very different things at once. 1, how people felt, minute to minute, during their actual day. 2, how people rated their life overall, like a report card. The life evaluation score kept climbing. No ceiling, no plateau, ever. But the day-to-day feeling flattened at $75,000. Journalists, chasing a clean headline, only ever reported the second half. But that wasn't even the biggest problem with the story everyone believed. In 2021, a psychologist named Matthew Killingsworth tried to replicate it, using something Kahneman never had: a phone app. The app pinged over 33,000 people at random moments and asked one question: how do you feel right now? His data told a different story completely. Happiness did not flatten at $75,000. It kept climbing, past $500,000 a year. 2 respected researchers, 2 solid studies, 2 opposite conclusions. So in 2022, they did something almost nobody in science ever does. They teamed up, on purpose, to find out which one of them was wrong. What they found split the entire population in 2. For most people, roughly 80% of us, happiness never plateaus. It keeps rising, sometimes even accelerating. But for the unhappiest 15 to 20% of people, something strange happened. Their happiness rose with money, but only up to about $100,000. After that line, nothing. Kahneman's original plateau was real. It just wasn't about money in general. It was a portrait of what money cannot fix. Because if you're miserable for a reason no paycheck touches, an extra $10,000 doesn't reach that wound. And this is where the story turns from a statistic into something that explains you. In 1978, a study followed lottery winners and people newly paralyzed in accidents. A year later, both groups had drifted back toward the same emotional baseline. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. Every gain resets your internal reference point. You're not chasing happiness, you're chasing a finish line that moves every time you get close. An entire industry has learned to keep that finish line moving on purpose. So no, there was never a magic number where money stops mattering. What actually has a ceiling isn't money. It's what money was ever supposed to be a proxy for. You didn't chase the wrong number all those years. You were solving a happiness problem with a money-shaped solution.